Hey YouTube, well, I'm being asked a question. Why is it that the orbiting satellites such as SOHO and HelioView is not picking up images from Nibiru or PlanetX? Well, nevertheless, I have here from HelioView in different views or filters, infrared and X-ray and so on, and even in, what do we call that? I don't remember. Bus, something like that. But here you see it. We got the main planet, the dwarf star, and we got the orbiting planets sitting there. So yeah, we do indeed have a picture. Normally these kind of pictures will be filtered out, and the public will not see these images naturally, because then you will have confirmation. But nevertheless, this is a real image of the incoming system, and this round disk you see right there, that is the sun. So it is behind the sun appearing on the image here, but it's being observed and it's being followed and monitored. And I got here another picture that is from the IRIS satellite infrared telescope, and also here it's being picked up. This is one of NASA's own pictures too, and you can clearly see this is looking like a winged disk, as the mythology about it, or the story about Nibiru's appearance, and that is, it looks like a winged disk. And here we also again got a couple of images of the object itself, one for 2008 and the other one is also 2008. But this guy, Nibiru Shock, came out with this image back then, and he kind of just vanished after disclosing this image. And he claimed he got this picture down from the South Pole telescope. This is another YouTuber that disclosed this image, and this guy is also disappeared. We don't know where they are. I hope they are still alive, hopefully. And of course NASA is coming out and saying indirectly that it is actually there. It's not coming to get us, so, but we are looking, meaning they know it exists. Meaning, we just saw that. The images are there. It's very clear. They're right there. But something else I want to discuss, like there was another YouTuber that said something about that the distance to the sun from Earth is not 49 million miles away. Well, I subscribe to that idea, because this is one of most astounding images of the sun's surface, with the space shuttle Atlantis in front of it, and picture is taken from the space station. So the picture here clearly shows that the sun is definitely not that far away from us as we're being told it is. No question about that. This picture speaks for itself. Come on, people. I mean, if you want to sit here and deny that fact, then I suggest you must, exchange your cornflakes brain with a real brain, because the image speaks for itself. This image also speaks for itself. Whoever took this image, doesn't matter, but you can clearly see that the sun is gigantic. And we have to remember that the space station is no more than, 350 miles above the Earth? Something like that. So it's not so far away, and look how big the sun is. And when we look at the sun from planet Earth here, it's actually quite small on the sky, but look how enormous it is out on the other side. If that has something to do with a lens effect because of the atmosphere, I cannot say. But nevertheless, the sun is gigantic. And again, the sun is gigantic. and yet not looking so big after all. But it's definitely there. Picture speaks for itself again and again. I mean, wow. And then another thing is, this is the surface of the sun. You know, NASA, the scientists, the lying scientists, they want us to believe that the sun is a nuclear furnace, which is having it's around midlife now, and in 4.5 billion years it will expand so much it will engulf all the planets, the inner planets, and poof, the sun will be no more. That's what they say. It's all about destruction, but let's go a little closer here, because this is very strange, wouldn't you say? Look at that. Let's zoom right there. Just one more. Now, if the sun was a burning star nucleus of hydrogen and helium on an uncontrollable rate until it burns out its own fuel, how do you get these shapes on the sun's surface? You know, flames don't form squares. Flames don't form patterns on the surface of the sun, as you see it here. And this is not pixelation. This is freaking the surface of the sun. That's how it looks. So there's no question in my mind that the sun is more or less a construct than it is a so-called random accumulation of particles which has been compressed so much that they conformed and transformed themselves into either hydrogen and helium, and then we got a burning furnace going on in our solar system. That's not exactly the mechanics. You can clearly see all of this is comprised by squares, by lines, and this is the surface of the sun. So you can rest assured that you have definitely been lied to by, of course, science. And who's running the show? Lucifer is running the show. And what is he? He's the father of all lies. So you can put your trust in what NASA says to you. You can put your trust in what Niku, Cuckoo, or whatever they are saying to you. I can assure you one thing. They're lying. They don't want you to know the truth. Another thing is, we got a video here from the early 90s from David Bowie called A New Killer Star. And we have the reddish clouds, which we are seeing in these days, and we are seeing it often. Someone is claiming that is because of the barium. Let's just let that one go to rest. It is not why. It is this dust that this object is traveling or surrounding itself with and dragging with it through our solar system. But nevertheless, Mr. Bowie, late Bowie, may he rest in peace, he is singing about a new killer star. This is our sun, and here is the reddish hue sun, the new killer star. And people are bewildered, confused, out of focus, out of timing, because of the approaching Planet X, if you like. And someone was asking too, why do you call it Planet7X? Well, another one answered that question for me. Planet X is the street name of the object. The 7X is the size of Earth, 7 times the size of our planet. So it's pretty big, and I'm not looking forward to that passing. Oh, here we have Grandma with her grandchild, and we have the star and our own sun here, and you can see everything is radiating. Something is going on in our atmosphere. There's changes. And here again, we got our own sun here. We got the new killer star here, shining its rays through our atmosphere, meaning that whatever that one is emitting, that is penetrating and actually coming to our harm. Our sun is again up here, and over here we got the new killer star with the reddish hue around it. Funny, it's reddish. And this is from the early 90s. And again here, the AT&T man here is sitting up there, not having a good time either. Our sun is here, and the new killer star is up here. The reddish hue points it out, and again here, and again here, and here we even see that there is orbiting planets associated with this incoming reddish star. And again here we have it. It's deadly rays. It's coming in, and we got it here again. So there's not so much question in my mind that it is for real. The only thing I don't know, that is the day and the hour for its exact approach, and when everything turns upside down here on planet Earth, I don't know. But I suspect it will be quite soon. It will be in for a foreseeable future. Gil Broussard is retracting his statement that it should be here in late March, beginning of April, that we will run into the first meteor shower, and 150 to 152 days later we will run into the next one. And that should all be in this year, 2016. And he has moved it to 2017. For whatever reason, I don't know. I have really no idea. I don't seem to have any good argumentation from him from why he has done that. Or is it just hearsay? But again, it's here. And it's coming. It's right there. And we got the asteroids. And then we got a picture I took in Texas, in Sherman, in the early morning hours. And everybody, even the expert, or is he an expert, Gil Broussard, is stating that this is a reflection. Now, let's have a look at it again. You've seen it before. Does that look like a reflection to you? Don't that look like some other very shiny, glowy object casting its own light through the clouds? So that alludes to that this you see here is the reflection of what we are seeing right there, all completely diffused. I don't think so. Honestly, I don't. I'm pretty sure that this object that we see over here, right there, that's the object which we are waiting for to arrive. And I have another picture, the last one, and that is me driving on, what is it, Texas 155 south. I'm on my way to Tyler, Texas, and I'm driving over something called Lake O' the Pines. I can't remember the city, but there's a big lake called Lake O' Pines or something like that. And what are we having here? We are having a sunset. We are having the sun's light reflecting in the surface of the water. That is a lens flare. When you see an image and people are claiming that this is Nibiru with this reddish hue around it, rest assured that they are only looking at a lens flare. This is not the object. It will never be. This is a lens flare. But this is freaking not a lens flare. There's another object. This is the sun, our sun's reflection upon the water, and right above it, at the end of the reflection, there's another light source. It's right in your face. And the reason for why you can't see it is, as I illustrated in the earlier upload called Mega Sun, Sunrise, South Carolina. There's a link to that video below this video, so you can go and check it out. All the chemtrails that they are spraying in the atmosphere, is creating this hue around the sun, as you see here. This gigantic illuminated area. All these reflecting particulates. Plus, in the vicinity of the sun, it is so luminous, so reflective, that it will be virtually impossible for you, because of the extreme brightness it has. You won't be able to see it with your naked eye. You will have to have the object out here in this region shining in order to see it directly. But it's in the vicinity of the sun, and it stays there, and it will look like it stays there until a certain point. Then everybody will drop everything they have in their hands and stare at the sky and point and want some answers. But by that time, it will be far too late. There will be no running and hiding. Not even those who run and hide in the dens and the caves and the dumps. They're gonna make it. Nope. It's gonna be their tomb down there. They think they have themselves secured, but they have no idea how much transformation this earth is gonna produce. And they will be buried down there. So they won't come out. Don't worry about it. But someone else will be here to take their place. And that is the fallen ones. They will be here. And they are the ones that are running the show, the New World Order show. With a few peasant humans to just do their dirty job. It's that simple. So the reason for why you don't see it here, but you see it down here, is because there's another reflection, another angle. But still you can see the hue around here on the surface of the water. You can see the surface here. It corresponds to what you are looking at in the background. But this one is right there. And that's why you cannot see it. It's sitting right there. The sun is exactly there where my cursor said. Right there. That's the center of the sun. So it's sitting right here. And if you look at this glow around it, that explains. That's why you won't see it. Over and out.